Welcome to the Kune Impact Show, where growth begins with accountability and leadership is built through action. I'm Abdul Kunateh, and every episode is designed to give you practical, real-world insights you can apply immediately to lead yourself better, lead others stronger, and build something that lasts. Because real impact starts with how you show up every day. Let's dive in. Imagine this: a product launch with 3 months of runway, a tight cross-functional team, and a customer waiting on a capability that could change the company's trajectory. 2 weeks before go live, the QA pipeline slows, communication becomes terse, and deadlines slide quietly. No alarms blare, and no one on the leadership team notices until the launch day, when the build fails and trust fractures. That's not drama. That's a leadership weather failure. We missed the early forecast and paid for it with time, morale, and credibility. I've been there. I led a cross-functional project years ago that looked solid on paper, but I ignored early energy signals. People started arriving late to stand-ups. Replies became one-line messages. And a healthy culture of collaboration quieted down. I pushed for delivery windows instead of pausing to ask why. The result? Rework, a missed deadline, and a team that felt like it had been burned. That experience taught me that leadership isn't just planning and metrics. It's reading the room before storms form. Today, I want to give you a simple frame. Treat team energy like a weather report. You'll get 3 practical insights. First, how to diagnose early signals. Second, 3 tactical interventions you can use without drama. And third, systems and rituals that make this predictable. I'll end with a 1-week experiment and 1 micro habit to try with your team this week. This episode is for mid-career managers, founders, and leaders balancing family and work who need quick, repeatable ways to protect momentum in people. Insight 1. Diagnose. The first job is to notice the weather before it becomes a storm. Focus on 3 reliable signals: behavior, output, and rhythm. Let me break each one down with concrete signs you can watch for right now. Behavior cues. Small shifts in how people interact. Examples include fewer questions in meetings, team members declining collaboration, or passive agreement instead of healthy challenge. Those are early warning clouds. Ask yourself, are people talking less or are they just answering with one-word responses? Output cues. Changes in quality, not just speed. Missed corner cases, more bugs in reviews, or work that feels good enough when it used to be excellent. Don't only watch velocity numbers. Look for the subtle drop in craftsmanship that precedes bigger failures. Rhythm cues. The cadence of work and rituals. Stand-ups get shorter, participation falls off, or retrospectives turn into status updates. Rhythm is your barometer. When it skews, energy has shifted. Here's a quick mini checklist you can use after your next meeting. 1. Did at least 2 people raise new ideas? 2. Were there open questions that weren't answered? 3. Did follow-up actions get clarity? If you answer no to any of those, consider it a yellow flag. Insight 2. Intervene. When you see early signals, you don't need a sweeping overhaul. Use 3 low-friction moves that restore energy quickly. Micro-adjust workload, recalibrate priorities, and targeted recognition. Each is tactical and immediate. First, micro-adjust workload. Cut or defer 1 non-essential deliverable for a sprint. Say this: team, I'm going to pause X this sprint so we can focus on Y and finish strong. Your bandwidth matters. That sentence signals permission and reduces hidden pressure. Second, recalibrate priorities. When everything is urgent, nothing is. Use a 2-minute recalibration. List the top 3 outcomes and confirm who owns each. Script. Let's confirm our top 3 outcomes for this sprint. Which one move will make the biggest difference? That restores focus and reduces cognitive load. Third, targeted recognition. Publicly name 1 thing someone did well and why it mattered. Example: I noticed how you handled the API issue, Sam. Your quick triage kept us from piling on rework. Thank you. Recognition rewires energy faster than another planning session. Timing matters. Do these moves at natural breaks, start of week planning, after a retrospective, or mid-sprint when you spot the yellow flags? Keep interventions small and framed as experiments. The point is to restore momentum without creating theater. Insight 3. Institutionalize. Short-term fixes matter, but the real win is preventing repeat storms. Build 3 durable systems: a weekly energy pulse, role-level buffers, and an escalation rhythm. Weekly energy pulse, a 2-question check-in at the end of the week. Question 1. What energized you this week? Question 2. What drained you? Keep responses brief and action-focused. This creates a predictable place to surface friction before it compounds. Role-level buffers. Allocate a small buffer in every roadmap for unplanned work or recovery. When something unexpected lands, you don't rip into planned deliverables. You use the buffer. This prevents repeated, slow bleeding of energy across sprints. Escalation rhythm. Define a lightweight path for escalating energy concerns, who to talk to and how. Make it precise. A 15-minute check-in with the manager within 24 hours of a red flag, then a short plan within 48 hours. Speed matters. Slow escalation leaves people stranded. A practical governance tip. Document these rituals as part of your team norms. When people know the process, they use it. When leaders model the behavior, asking the pulse questions, pausing work, and recognizing contributions, the team learns to trust the forecast. Recap and key takeaways. 3 quick reminders. 1. Diagnose early, watch behavior, output, and rhythm. 2. Intervene lightly, micro-adjust workload, recalibrate priorities, and recognize good work. 3. Institutionalize weekly pulses, buffers, and an escalation rhythm. Map these to action. Notice, act, then embed. Reflection in 1 clear action step. This week, try a 1-week experiment. Run the 2-question weekly energy pulse at your next team meeting. Keep it to 5 minutes. Ask, what energized you? What drained you? Capture 1 small change and commit to it as a leader. That's your micro habit. Simple, measurable, and immediate. If today's episode added value, subscribe to the Kunateh Impact Show so you won't miss episodes on leadership, operational excellence, and building legacy. Share this with a leader who needs a practical, time-efficient tool to protect their team's energy. Thank you for listening to the Kunateh Impact Show. If today's episode added value, share it with someone who's committed to growth. And remember, real leadership isn't about position, it's about influence and impact. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and creating a lasting impact.